Hello, future viewers. Thank you for joining me. We're going to take a look at the last mission in the western section of the game. Well,
the force is apparently carrying out covert military campaigns based in a ghost town in the Phoenix suburbs. The radar jamming facility.
I have some difficulty believing that anything is really covert in this setting.
Please destroy all target areas in the above-ground buildings to knock out the radar jamming and avoid surprise attacks from the enemy. This mission goes by the call name.
Wait for it.
My Darling Clementine Operation.
I love the names for these 2 or 3 missions in Arizona. They're great. Right, well, let's spend our money immediately like a good, responsible government worker. If this game let me go into debt, I would do that immediately after a line like that. I never got the chance to try out some of the higher level missile launchers, so this is going to be a fun opportunity. That's later though. Right now we're going to try out a new shotgun. Now the first shotgun you get is just really bad. It's the old type that reloads after every time you fire it. And that might give the impression that shotguns as a whole are all really bad. Well, they're not great. Higher level machine guns are quite a bit better, even if they run out of ammo fast. But the shotguns do improve a fair bit. This one, for example, and the ones after it, are automatic shotguns. So I think they reload after 10 shots, or maybe 8. Either way, quite a bit better. Unfortunately, since I'm taking a flamethrower for my melee needs, I don't really think I'll have the chance to use this shotgun a whole lot. But we might find it an opportunity. Well, now that that's done, let's move into this small town and see what's waiting for us.
This place is pretty run down. Like a town in an old western. A radar jamming station is located here.
An old western radar jamming station.
Areas and enemies seem limited. Let's mop this area up ASAP.
Jody, sorry, but these guys might slow me down.
Huh?
Oh ho, so I made a mistake earlier. That guy with the machine gun in Alcatraz was not actually mobile armor, that was a cyborg, which is, well, certainly beefier than normal infantry. It's not like this. Whatever, that's a great response. We're channeling Final Fantasy now.
Darling Clementine. Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
I've never actually seen anything with Wyatt Earp in it. Anyway, I take some unnecessary damage just charging forward like that, but if I don't move forward very quickly, the enemy missile barrage will probably destroy that prisoner camp before I can hit it with light weapons. And that means that you get neither the prisoners nor the energy pod that appears when you shoot it. Anyway, it's better to not fight these guys when they're invisible, unless you're in a speed run. So I just need to... Oh, there it is. There's the radar station. Mystery solved.
That's a radar jamming installation. The best medicine.
Okay, not radar station, radar jammer. Same thing, right? Well, the flamethrower is very nice for stuff like this.
Heavy special mobile armor is knocked out. Now that's refreshing. Kind of like sunrise on an early summer morning.
But we're going to run into one of its weaknesses a little bit later, and that'll be an interesting thing to talk about. And I do mean a little bit. The problem is that when you're fighting something that moves, and you have to dash up to it to get into flamethrower range, that means you won't have the boost meter left to actually use it a whole lot. Which is a shame, because if I get a really good burst of the flamethrower against one of those bosses, it would kill him pretty much right away. As it is, though, things weren't too bad, because I did set them on fire, and that actually dealt quite a lot of damage to all of them. So the effort was not entirely wasted. Now, the shotgun, the best use I can think of right now for that thing is clearing out destroyable objects quickly. Because it does hit in a fairly wide radius, and it hits, well, it fires fast enough and hits hard enough to deal with them pretty fast. But for clearing out things like heavy buildings, I don't know. I think the bazooka is probably better than that. But I haven't given up on the shotgun just yet. Maybe it's better at clearing out these barracks, for example, which are weak against light weapons. Like, the flamethrower is great, but we've already seen one of its problems, plus it takes up 2 slots, so I'm not ready to say that the flamethrower is 100% better just yet. We'll do some more experimenting. Also, I don't actually have to destroy all those target buildings, but they do drop some nice stuff, like offensive augments are going to be helpful when we confront the mobile armors.
Are you seriously running from a fight? Major, are you seriously running?
They all taunt you when you get close to the edge of the mission area. But you have to do that in order to find a lot of the stuff that's spread out around here. Like this weapon. I believe that is a new sniper rifle, which I intend to use soon. Not because it's amazing. Aside from making you freeze in place, sniper rifles have very little ammo. And, of course, they also take up 2 slots. The ammo is the worst problem. I'm all up for some quick scoping shenanigans. But if I don't actually get rewarded by dealing a lot of damage during a mission with it because there's not enough ammo to do that, then that sounds to me like the weapon is just bad. Like, there's no real defending that. Anyway. Yep, caught you by surprise with that one, didn't I? Well, those guys, their offensive is not complicated. They just fire a bunch of missiles or a bunch of machine guns, but still best to not stay in the line of sight of those guys for too long. And the railgun is great for that sort of thing. Oh, well, okay. The thing is, he didn't actually jump in reaction to my shot. They just jump whenever I get close. Like, right now it's not moving at all. Should have charged up the railgun a little bit more, but no big deal. Also, each one of those mobile armors drops an energy pod, but there's a problem. When you get rid of the third one, the mission ends, so it's actually impossible to get everything on the first run of this map. There might even be a couple of buildings left.
Not too good. I'm not the hero type.
You sure aren't.
I'm just doing my job as president.
You know, I feel like this game deserves funnier commentary than I can give it, but unfortunately, as much as I love watching comedic stuff online and elsewhere, actually executing it is not really my strong point. So I think when it comes to that, I'll have to let the game do the talking. I mean, I'll still do my best, but don't expect any miracles. Oh boy. Metal Wolf Chaos, Three Little Pigs Simulator.
Jody, what's the situation across America?
The coup d'etat forces have retreated from the western states.
Yes,
This should kick the resistance movement into high gear.
I can't wait.
You got a voicemail from the resistance, Mr. President.
Metal Wolf, thanks to your efforts, the stage is set for a united revolt in the West. I'm considering moving ahead. However, before this takes place, I'd like to meet you in person to talk. I'll contact you with the details later.
Mr. President, what do you think?
I've been wanting to meet him too.
So let's get you two together.
Sure. But before that, we'll head east.
Uh-oh.
Until we take back all of America, there's no rest for the wicked.
It sounds like you're putting off something that could have been really
At
important.
last, we head east. We'll reach the East Coast in a flash.
Oh well, maybe it'll work out.
Metal Wolf, planning on wiping out New York this time? You enemy of the people, I, Richard Hawk, won't let you get away with it. I, Richard Hawk, will uphold American justice without fail.
Yeah! Suck on my missile punch! Get up!
I won't lose. And the reason is Richard Hawk am the last great American hero.
How do you like me now?
Let's rumble. Eat my flame of justice. Justice is always victorious in the end. Long live the USA!
Well, that was an interesting cutscene.
Dear fellow Americans,
I don't remember having access to a missile punch.
this is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where freedom in the United States wasn't built in a day. Good news, finally. Finally, the evil has been crushed. This evening, Metal Wolf, who suddenly showed up in New York, was thoroughly beaten to a pulp by Richard Hawk, piloting a special heavy mobile armor unit. He annihilated the evil, occurring at the same time from a confidential covert operation. We have also learned that underground terrorists and Metal Wolf sympathizers in hiding were captured in succession all around the country. Although martial law will continue until we are sure that your safety can be completely secured, for today and today only, let's celebrate this victory. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your Freedom Point Man.
Well, DNN is as wonderful as ever.
Metal Wolf crushed? And those phony visuals.
So the game is a little unclear about what happened, but
Don't even beat a Hollywood
that battle scene that you saw, that wasn't real. That did not happen. You might have noticed that the voice was not really the same as the voice of our gorilla president. However, the government action against the
With the resistance leader too.
resistance probably is real.
All the resistance activities have gone south.
Jody, those that died are imposters.
Whoa, whoa, okay. That's pretty harsh for people who fought and died for your cause, Mr. President. There's the line.
False prophet. And the reason is because I'm the president of the United States of America.
He's found a catchphrase. And believe me, it may be a little tough to tell right now, but he has fallen in love with that catchphrase, and we're gonna see it plenty more in the future.
There's no time for self-pity. Jody, get me up to speed on the situation in the East.
Oh, okay. Who knew that the Dick Cheney lookalike turned out to be, a totalitarian communist? That's really weird. That's actually kind of impressive. I'd like to hear interviews from the writers or something. Well, I think that's just about it for now. We've unlocked the next set of missions, and the one we're going after first is titled Destroy the Super Assault Helicopter, so there might be some interesting things in that one. Until then, happy holidays. Bye.
Welcome